Okay, today is Valentine's Day. It is February 14th. The Rundown brought to you by Movement Watches. You may know them as MVMT. Movement Watches, 15% off, free shipping. Click on the link, mvmtwatches.com/barstool. You get 15% off. Watches that redefine the watch industry. Looks like a $500 watch. Nope. What do they cost? Like
95
bucks.
95 bucks.
And you get 15% off. MVMT watches. You may know them as MVMT. Special guest, Kelly Gale, Sports Illustrated swimsuit. We have swimsuit models
All over the place.
all over the place today. They're all coming in at like 6'1". And in case anybody thought models were a different species, so far we've learned in 5 minutes from you, you never sat on a lazy boy.
No.
And you don't have a TV.
No.
You don't even have a
Little
TV,
different.
or you just don't watch TV?
No, I don't.
You don't
have a TV.
own a television.
No.
Also, happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you.
Do you have a Valentine's Day? Do you have a Valentine?
I do.
You do.
I do.
How tall is the other 6'1" was dating a 6'9" guy, which makes
Yeah,
sense.
would you ever date a guy that short?
He's 5'8".
I've already been
I mean,
asked
yeah.
this question. Has been asked like 100 times in the span of like 45 minutes. No, I know you want to. It's too tall. I won't date her.
It's not you, it's me.
Excuse you.
It'd be too fucking intimidating. I wouldn't do
I think
that.
I would take my chances.
I would not be the guy walking down the street like E from Entourage, being like, "Look at that midget with the 6'1" girl." So no, thank you. Sorry. Anyways, let's get in. And by the way, we will be taking, supposedly, Frankie Borelli and I, a private jet with you Thursday
Yes.
after the Sports Illustrated swimsuit
we
launch.
asked the other
We're
girls
flying
this.
to Houston. It's all the models: Christy Brinkley, Kelly, the other girls, and then me and Frankie Borelli.
Do you really think they're going to be on the same plane as you, or is there like a second plane with like the B squad?
There's a second plane.
Is there a second?
Oh, yeah. Is this peak Club Dave? This is it, right?
No, I
You're
don't
jet
actually
setting
believe
now.
that this is happening. Like the
Okay.
people who are going to be on this plane. Frankie's convinced we're going to be on it. I'm not so
Yeah,
convinced.
Frankie's got that like
Will you be
boyish
upset
wonder.
if it's like a separate plane? Or...
If it's a separate plane, I will not get on it. So it's already been built up. Like if I don't see your face, I don't see Christy Brinkley. My ass is staying
I
here.
also, before we get started, the hand situation's a bad spot because Kevin and I, if I do this, we're like holding hands. So I'm gonna have to keep my hands here, and I don't know what to do with them. So.
If you're not a swimsuit model or a famous blogger, you can go to this SI party in Houston. I keep going back to Houston, which is a little strange. The Vibes Party. They have tickets at SI.com. It is Diplo, and is that guy Miguel, who is most famous
on.
for smashing
Come on,
that
that was
person.
fake.
No, he did it. He did it on radio too. This is how he says it.
Diplo?
Oh, you're a club guy now?
It's like the only guy I know.
Diplo. I think it's Diplo.
Oh, do you?
Deep
Whatever.
Caleb?
He yelled at him. He like,
All right, it's
he like
Diplo,
scolded him.
whatever. It's Diplo. And Miguel, who is most famous, play that clip. Make sure we get the clip of me. I don't know a word of Miguel's music.
Oh, he's the
Miguel
one who fell
is the
on the
leg
chick?
drop guy,
Yep.
MTV,
Yes.
one of the most famous
Yes.
things of all time.
February 17th and
So
18th.
Kelly, I got to be honest. To her credit, I'm like, do you know what Barstool is? No. Do you know what the Rundown is? No. So we just threw you right into the mix.
Yep.
So welcome, and we'll see how this goes. The first subject, and if you don't have much to say on the topic, fine. Your pretty face, I think some of these, you're going to be like, yep, I have opinions. Some, like the Kansas Jayhawks fans leaving early yesterday,
Probably not.
and Dick Vitale going bananas
Are
on
you a
them.
sports fan at all?
I am.
Okay,
But
but
I,
you
I
can
don't
relate
know
to
American
that.
sports.
That's fine.
Where are you from?
Sweden.
Sweden. Ooh, really?
I thought it was
Yeah.
all like blonde hair,
Blonde
blue
hair.
eyes.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Dark on dark.
Yeah, my dad's Australian, my mom's Indian. We ended up in Sweden.
That's all
Mixed
the
mixed
sports.
races.
Yeah, it's always like,
Mixed races,
Thai and South
instant hot.
African.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like, damn.
So then you must be like one in a million in Sweden, right? Like there's not too many. I do think everyone in Sweden's blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah,
if we're being
most of
honest.
them are.
Yeah, so if you walk down the street, people are just like, oh my God, prettiest girl ever. Like,
You got to
pretty.
remember that like porn, years of porn has rattled our brains. So we think of like these countries as just.
No,
like,
she
oh, yeah.
agreed. She said Sweden.
No, I know. I'm giving you like some context of how stupid our brains are.
Word association, Sweden.
Yeah. No,
Blonde
that's
hair,
what I'm
blue eyes.
saying.
That's not even porn. That's
Ti-
just
it's
It's
Ti-
porn
Ti-
too.
it's Tiger Woods is. That's
Hey, also not to
Ewan.
get sidetracked again, but this party's in Houston this weekend when the NBA All-Star Games go on in New Orleans. I feel like that would be a good tall guys, tall girls. You guys are missing out on that.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we never answered. How tall is your boyfriend?
He's 2 meters.
Oh, I don't know
What the fuck does that mean?
Oh wait, no, that's
So
only
he's
like
like
6 foot.
He's like 7'5".
No, you think I'm more than 2 meters tall?
I don't
We
know.
have
how
no
much
idea
a
what
meter
meters
is.
are.
A meter,
Nobody
3
here
feet?
knows what
Okay,
meters.
so
I thought
he
a
would
meter was
be
3
he
yards.
would be
We're
as tall as
American.
me with these.
Why have you
Okay.
why have you switched from when we're like, how tall are you, 6'1", to now you're talking
Because I
meters?
learned, I had to learn how tall I
Yards.
am. I don't actually know.
So
the
how
total
tall-
thing.
So
Six what is
6'4".
your boyfriend?
6'4". You're 6'1",
Yeah,
like
I'm
3-4 inches,
6'1",
5
and
inches.
he's this
He's like
tall.
6'5", 6'6".
Pro
Yeah.
athlete?
He used to be a tennis player.
Of course.
Oh.
Okay. Kansas fans, Dan, you wrote about it. Vitale going, credit to Dick Vitale going in on these fans for leaving in a 14-point game with 3 minutes and then having Kansas come back.
People leaving early. People leaving early. I can't believe it. What are these Jayhawk fans doing? Those fans that left, I say shame on you. Shame on you. You're not a loyal Kansas fan.
I actually didn't have a problem with fans leaving. What did you think of this thing?
Hey, you know, I didn't think as many left to warrant Dick Vitale like spending that much time. The comeback though was incredible. They were down like 14 with like 3 minutes left. Dave, you'll like this. You'll appreciate this. I had the over. It was dead. It was like Kansas had 50 points with 4 minutes left, and they went to overtime, and I hit the over. So, good to be back.
Kelly, I'm going to throw you this question.
What do you think about my over?
Do you think of or the over or fans leaving early in general? Do you care? Would you ever leave your boyfriend's tennis? Was he good? Like, would we know?
He was good.
What is
So
he
we're gonna
ranked?
know who he is?
What was he ranked in the
No,
world?
Did
he ever
was
beat
good
Federer?
as a junior player.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds like somebody who's
Flame
not
out.
dating somebody who's like not really a pro athlete. Like as
No,
a
he's not a pro athlete.
yeah.
anymore.
All right. So
Did he get hurt? What
Spun it
happened?
as that though.
yeah,
Yeah,
spun
yeah.
it.
Back
It's like
up.
pro
Let us
athlete
believe
slash
that for sure.
juniors. Like I played like pee wee hockey. Like
I was good in Little League.
yeah. What do you got on the Kansas thing?
Leaving early, fans leaving early. Would you do that if your team was down?
Do what?
Would you
early.
leave the game early if your
Not
team
the-
was losing with only a couple minutes left?
No,
You'd stick it out?
I'd stick it out.
You?
I would stick it out in college. I mean, like you're a college kid most
Depends.
of the day.
If you live on campus, you stay because you can walk. But if someone drove, you don't want to stick in traffic. I mean, that game was dead and over. And like Dan said, I don't think it warranted the people going bananas. I think
It
Kansas
wasn't like
people.
the Heat where there was like droves of
No,
people
but
leaving.
Kansas fans that team is always good. They should support it. Like that's.
I don't know. I mean, 3 minutes down, 14 weekday game. I don't know.
College basketball. You know college basketball, Dave.
I
It's
do know
weird.
college, yeah,
All you
it's
need is
crazy.
a 3 and a foul, and they miss a couple free throws. You're back in it.
This elevator moment, and I don't know if this is new or old. You can't tell with the internet, but a girl is riding down the elevator, kind of picks up her skirt, escalator, correct, escalator, to try to be sexy. Some dude who I don't know if it's unclear whether the dude knows the girl, runs next to her on the elevator, falls off the side, and just snaps his arm in half. I don't know. Does he get any love from the girl at all? Because it's like, look what he tried to do, and his arm just broke in half? Or is this just the village idiot, and the girl doesn't do anything? Like, would you be impressed if someone
I'd feel
did this?
bad if I were the girl.
So, right. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So more likely to
pity
maybe
fuck?
like get a date.
Yeah.
Sorry?
More likely to get a date, like the broken arm now. Like
No.
No,
Oh,
not,
so
I
that's-
don't
Not
feel
that
that
bad.
bad.
Yeah.
I feel a little bit bad, but I'm never gonna talk to that guy ever in my life.
This just proves, though, like hot chicks, they make things look effortless, right? And then drunk idiots like us will come along and break our arms.
I also don't hate the idea of just going all in on like a ridiculous antic. Like he broke his arm and he looks like an idiot, but he took his shot.
and
He
that
made a
was
lot of people laugh.
Right, there you go.
nobody really laughed. That was like more of an
Like,
oh my
oh, that guy
god
might be
because
dead.
his arm actually snapped totally
We
in
didn't
half.
get to see that.
No, we did.
Yeah.
Oh, you
That's
did?
pretty
He
bad.
actually
yeah.
broke his arm in a dab position.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
shit.
unbelievable. And this isn't on the rundown, but we talked about it on Barstool Radio, and we talked about it yesterday on the show, and I'm asking all the girls, but it reminds me of like guys and girls. So Evan Spiegel, the Snapchat guy, and this is the perfect question for you guys, is engaged to Miranda Kerr.
Okay.
And they just came out and said they're not having sex till after the marriage. And that was like a Evan Spiegel thing, the Snapchat guy.
What's the Snapchat? Oh, the guy who created Snapchat.
Yeah.
I thought you like
He's
meant
like a billionaire.
Vine star.
No,
Okay,
like the
He's a
guy
tech
who
guy.
invented the
Yes,
bazillionaire.
Yes.
The question we've had is who has the power in that relationship? Like who, if someone breaks up with who would be more devastated? Do you think Miranda Kerr is like, who's luckier, I guess? Who's happier to be in that relationship? Miranda Kerr or the bazillionaire Snapchat guy? I'm curious your take as a supermodel.
Well, I have no idea who this guy is.
He's a billionaire. Just know that.
Yeah, he's a bazillionaire. You know what Snapchat is, right?
Yeah.
So he invented it.
Well,
And he's a bazillionaire.
hopefully
And he's
they're-
average looking, by
Yeah.
the way.
Okay. Hopefully they're together because they love each other. So I'm guessing that it would be equal.
That's
never
such a
equal.
soft take.
It's never equal.
It's such a soft
There is no
take.
relationship in the world that is equal with a guy and a girl.
Soft.
Really?
I think she'd be more
Really?
upset. What'd you guys say?
I think she has the control.
I think ultimately they're kind of a wash, and then chicks always kind
I
of have the
think
upper hand.
Billionaire though, is he? Does he really have $1 billion?
Yeah,
He's
no,
a
he's a
billionaire who
yeah.
doesn't want to have sex till marriage. He's
I think a
loser
billionaire always has control.
But do
Billionaires
you
control
know
the
for
world.
sure that that's what it is, or is it just media?
Supermodels control the world.
No,
I don't know. We were
for
debating whether
a
he just
certain
said
amount of
that
time.
to
It's
like for the
making
headlines.
us talk
Do you
about
think
it
Yes,
a
matters?
lot.
right,
So
right.
it might
She's
not
saying, do you
be.
think that they're actually not having sex? I think it's for the headlines.
The two girls that we were with earlier were convinced they were having sex.
Right.
She's
Yeah.
like, I know Miranda Kerr, she's having sex.
Yeah.
Money outlasts beauty, though. That's just a fact. That's just how like the world works. Eventually, you get old and
My
you
money
aren't
stays the
beautiful
same.
anymore. The money
So
stays the same.
then the question would be, in this case, is Miranda Kerr up against the clock?
Yes, that's my point.
How old is Miranda Kerr?
I don't know.
if you're young-
it doesn't matter.
can
Everyone's
find
up
someone
against the
younger.
clock.
No. If you're young 20s and you're Miranda Kerr or you're Kelly, you can always trade in a boyfriend
Yeah.
for $1 million.
Yeah, but a millionaire can always trade in
Can
for
we get a
another girl.
fact check? How old?
It's like they
Miranda
always say,
Kerr?
no matter how high a chick
She's
is, there's somebody's
33.
tired.
Miranda Kerr's up against the
33.
clock. She's 33.
She
Very
might, die-
much
she
up
might be
against the
dead
clock.
soon.
She's the
She
clock.
may be up against the
Dude,
clock.
she's scrambling, trying to throw up a prayer 3-pointer with like 3 defenders in her face. So
She's
she'd be
not
devastated.
that. She could still find a low grade. She can still find me.
Yeah,
like,
right.
a low grade.
Way to
million.
work
like
that
a internet mogul type, not to name names.
Not a billionaire, but
Blogger.
Pakistan has a Valentine's Day story for the kids at home. Pakistan has banned Valentine's Day because it's against their religion, against their beliefs. The thing that I keep going, I cannot believe Pakistan had Valentine's Day in the first. Does Sweden have Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
When do you
thought
celebrate
Valentine's
it?
Day was
On
just
14th
America.
of
Because
February.
in Brazil, they do it in June.
Yeah, I heard.
What the
like,
fuck's that
someone
about? They gotta do it
yesterday.
twice.
So what do you like? Has your boyfriend done like crazy shit for you for Valentine's Day today?
Well, I've been working all day. He's been working all day, but he has something planned for later. I don't know what.
That was a fair. Is Valentine's Day important to you?
No, not really.
But if he doesn't do anything, you're gonna be bad.
No.
Yes,
No,
that's
no,
what
I
every girl
exactly
says.
what every chick
I
says.
promise because
That's also what every chick says.
Yeah, don't
No,
worry.
no,
I
I'm
don't
different.
really care.
I'm
It's
different than
fine.
other girls.
It's
I really
a
don't
stupid
care.
holiday. Oh, why didn't I get flowers?
Where's my
And then-
card?
And then you go on Instagram and all your friends have flowers and
You're
chocolates.
the only one who
and all
can't
this
post.
shit.
You're mad.
Yeah.
You don't say anything.
Really?
You just give him the silent treatment. And it's passive aggressive, and then it's a big fight.
Guys should just band together and create a union and ban Valentine's Day.
I'm very
'Cause if
pro
we all
Valentine's
stop,
Day.
if we all stop though,
I think Valentine's Day is an easy thing
It's
for
an
guys.
opportunity.
Yeah.
to
It's,
just
you
get it out
get
of the way.
flowers, that takes 2 seconds, and that's it. And then girls, I feel like, it's a huge lingerie, like, get sexy. I feel like guys are, Valentine's Day,
you just gotta buy some shit.
flowers.
Right.
Yeah.
Take him to dinner.
but my
we
guy
know what
does,
you want.
does
You know
this
what we
for
want.
me all the time. So I
He
would
buys you flowers off.
No,
Oh,
no,
that's a
I
mistake
would-
by him. That's
I
a
would be.
mistake by
I would
him.
be.
How long have you
more-
dated this guy for?
4 years.
And he's still getting you routine pop-up flowers?
Yeah.
Garbage. I don't believe
I
that.
mean-
I don't believe
How
that.
was last
This
time
guy
you got
trying
your
to
flowers?
keep the supermodel girlfriend.
Got it like a week ago, just because he wanted to.
He's making us look
Bullshit.
bad.
Yeah, he's raising the bar too high. I don't like this guy.
Without knowing your guy, I'm going to say he's like a 6. Like, he couldn't be that good looking if he's trying,
He's the one reaching up in the
He's that
relationship.
good looking.
and he's still doing the flowers out of
Yeah.
the blue. Can we, like, put
Well,
a
he-
picture of this dude up?
You know what?
This guy.
I hate your boyfriend. It's making the rest
4
of us
years
worse.
in, and he's
Yeah.
just randomly, like, what, once a month?
Well, if he didn't do nice things and I didn't do nice things to him, then we wouldn't be together.
Kind
Oh
of nice
God.
things.
You guys live
You guys
on, like,
love.
just. What's
like
that?
a- it's like a
What's that
romantic
movie?
comedy.
Perfectville?
Pleasantville, yeah.
By the way,
You're a
Dave,
romantic
you're
comedy.
exactly right. Like Valentine's Day being banned in Pakistan is like someone coming out and being like, "No more murder in America." Like, yeah,
Yeah.
we knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
no kidding. You guys don't celebrate it over
Right.
there.
It's just like a statement. Whatever. It got us to talk about it. Your relationship fascinates me. I find that so hard to believe that 4 years in, 2 really good-looking people are just like waking up and random gifts showing up. It's beautiful. I didn't know that existed. Good for you. Congratulations, Kelly.
Like how the 1% lives.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Congra-
You guys like kiss in
This is
public
like
and
I don't
shit?
believe that Miranda
Go-
Kerr.
you, like,
Yeah,
make
Miranda
out?
Kerr's not
Like, you
having
go,
sex.
If you're like at like a
I
little
don't believe
cafe,
this
do you
at
sit
all.
outside cafes like making out?
No, well, no, we don't do that.
But
I-
you have.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, see, that's fake life.
I don't believe it, to be honest. I'm not doubting you, but I totally don't believe
It's
it.
the same
It's
thing
the
as Miranda Kerr saying she's not
1%ers.
having
We're
sex.
talking
You're
about
lying
1%.
and Miranda Kerr's both
No,
lying.
why would I lie about
Because
that?
you want to make your boyfriend look
No,
good.
I don't think you're lying. I don't think
No,
she's lying.
I can say bad things about him
Say
as
something
well.
bad about him right now. Look into the camera.
Okay, I have to think about this
She
one.
can't even come up with something bad that he does.
No, I have to. I swear I'll come up with something.
All right.
But at the end of the show,
Yeah,
you're gonna trash your
you
boyfriend.
keep thinking, but
I know one thing. Yeah, he gets mad that I don't let him cook for me because I like to cook.
what kind of statement was that?
My greatest weakness is I care too much.
I try too hard. I'm a perfectionist. That was the fakest interview answer ever. My boyfriend wants to cook for me, but I won't let him.
It's like Dwight Schrute. Like, what's your biggest biggest weakness is I work too hard.
Yeah,
like,
right.
I mean, come on. That was
That was ridiculous.
Kelly
It's
Gale.
true.
You're ridiculous. Like,
I actually
this
don't
whole-
think she's. I think it's just 1%. This is the 1%er.
This
is
does not
talking,
exist.
She's dating
We're
a
basically
unicorn.
talking to like an NBA star. That's what you have to think of, like SI, swimsuit models. They're not human beings.
Did she s-
I mean that in a nice way. Like you're above us.
But
You're,
it's
like,
still
superior.
humans. In her answer, what is your boyfriend's weakness? Is I don't let him
It's not
cook
humans,
for
they're
me.
aliens.
Sometimes he keeps his shoes on inside.
No, I do that.
I don't let him
Oh
cook.
man,
He-
he must
he
be
gets
pissed.
me-
That's
He
a
gives
big
many
fight.
massages.
That's a
He's too
big
good in
fight.
bed.
He spends
doesn't
too
wipe his
much
shoes
money
off,
on me.
yeah.
It's like literally insanity, Kelly Gale.
He doesn't put his
I am
seatbelt on in Ubers.
furious right now.
It's very
No, that's
dangerous.
me.
You're wild.
Living on the edge.
T-shirt is.
One of the biggest stories, I want to actually throw up. One of the biggest stories of the day, I don't know how this came out, Bachelorette, they announced that the first black Bachelorette, they've done, I think, 33 seasons of this show, never had a black Bachelor or Bachelorette. The girl from this season, the lawyer, is going to be the first. It's big news. It is big news because it's so overtly white, this show. Again, Kelly will skip you because somehow you never heard of the show. You don't have TV because you guys are just looking lovingly into each other's eyes all night. Trill, our guy's here. Come here, Trill. Is this a big moment for you? Is this like cultural, like we get along
Like,
as
we
a
made
country?
it. We finally made it.
Were you like high five? Is this a Beyonce moment for you where all your black friends?
Don't be hasty. First things first. She was like, if you don't have anything to say because you got a pretty face, you don't have to say anything. I didn't get that yesterday. You don't have a pretty face. That's fair.
I did like some of the
Hurt my feelings, yeah.
I did like some of the stories being like, I thought that was a guy from the Steelers.
I got
like just
that.
randomly.
People thought I was Paul Pierce. People thought I was James White. People thought I was Hannibal Buress. I was just everybody. Yeah, but yes, The Bachelorette. What is it?
There we go. Exactly. That's why. That's why they have the
it's
first
gonna be
black.
one
Bachelorette.
black chick and like 30 different dudes.
But
are
is it like
competing.
30 like whack white guys?
Probably,
I don't wanna watch
mostly. They're mixed in a couple ethnic folks, but it's
Okay.
mostly a very white show. So there's never been a black guy or black girl to be like the feature of it. Now there is.
They should have had I Love New York be the person.
Oh, the best. She was the
Yeah,
best.
Tiffany.
I feel like something's gonna happen. Like she's not gonna make it through the show. Like 15 days in,
She's
they're
gonna be like, "Fuck this, I'm out."
No, they're gonna be like, no, fuck this, you're out. Like
Oh.
they'll bring in somebody else. So
I don't think that's going over well for ABC.
He doesn't care.
about the Bachelor. Nah.
All right. So you know what this is? I'm gonna take this as like a thing. This is like when white people do like the Black Lives Matter shit. It's like the only people who care about.
Come on back in, Trill.
No, it's
Okay.
like when they speak for
Okay,
it, you
I
want to come
think that
back. It's
there's
like no
a
one
little
cares.
difference.
The black people don't care about The Bachelor.
The white people are calling the black people into their show, being like, "Do you care?" And none of you guys care.
Right. It's like
Oh.
we don't.
Okay, yeah, I got it. So like, white people don't care when black people get killed by the cops. So black people shouldn't care.
No,
when
no.
a black
No, we have
person
serious-
goes on The
That's
Bachelor.
what I
Yeah,
heard.
We
I think
have
I'm
like
following.
serial protesters who like you'll go to a Black Lives Matters protest sometimes. Not all of them, and not the actual. It'll be all white people.
Dave's gonna
Like,
work himself out of this.
no,
I
it's
like
like
this.
all white people is what I'm saying. It's
You know,
like
this is right where
Oh,
you should go.
got it.
Shit,
Yeah.
and just change topics.
I
That
actually
worked
have
well
a
yesterday.
good point. It's like if you yeah, you're right. It's a tough one to go down. But I'm saying when the Black Lives Matters thing became huge, there'd be like Black Lives Matters protests that would be all white people, if that makes sense. And then like the Black Lives Matters people like this isn't our protest. Like we're not involved in this one. This is
How we feel about the Bachelorette.
this
Got
is
it.
There you go.
Yeah.
this
Got it,
is
got it.
there.
We're out.
We got
Yeah.
That's how we feel about
I get what
the
you're saying now.
correct.
This is okay. Yeah. So if it was
Like this is a PR move by white people
For the black people.
for black people that black people don't
Don't
give a
want.
fuck
Right,
about.
right.
okay, yeah, I can see that, but
Yeah.
it doesn't make me give any more fucks about it. But I see where you're coming from.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
you
was
got
my
there.
point.
Yeah.
It was like a PR move to No, you don't need the PR move because the only people who are getting upset about it are the white people who watch the show.
Right.
Yep.
Got it.
Like 2 episodes. I do want to see like how she looks.
She has
pretty.
a,
She's
she
pretty.
got like a Michael Strahan gap.
Well, that doesn't sound pretty.
I don't know. That can go either way.
That goes one way for
Now,
me.
what about the cast? Is it going to be all
So that's what I'm saying. Is it like 30?
right?
You would hope. I want it to be the most like cream cheese white guys in the world, just to be as awkward
Oh,
as
that
possible.
would be
I don't
funny.
want that.
That would
I
be
want it to
really
be
funny.
so awkward.
That
I
would
want
be
it to
very
like
funny.
us, like Barstool is the cast going after this black chick. It would be amazing.
People are gonna get pissed about this, huh? Because The Bachelor is like a big show. I feel like for just like all of America, right?
I'm very curious to see what the ratings will be.
Yeah.
Because again, if it's all white people watching it, every white people are gonna be like, I want to watch white people. It'll be interesting to see a little social experiment.
So that's why I was like, we watched 3 episodes. The ratings were terrible. So we're never doing it. Yeah, we're never doing this ever again.
Right.
All right, and that's talking Bachelorette, Black Bachelorette with Trill. That's he's been right by the way in the heat of multicultural. So good job by you, Coley.
That could have
By the
gone a
way,
lot
keeping
worse.
I sometimes start subjects that make perfect sense, and everyone tries to turn me into like the Ku Klux Klan, but it's not the fact. I'm like telling real. There was points to what I was just saying right there. OBJ dancing at a Young Thug concert.
I'm not talking shit, but I'm ready to shoot some crap. If you think you wanna see me, I'm a sinner, I'm a strong of blood.
OBJ is, I think, a great dancer. Is he a great dancer?
Yeah, he's a great
Are we
dancer.
saying that he's like a great dancer? Did you see the dancing?
I saw the dancing.
Would you say that's great dancing?
Yeah, it's cool.
It's like new, like that's how everyone's dancing now, and he does that very well.
Yeah.
Which one did he do? Do the one like do that?
He does the always the
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one. Oh,
What do you mean, who's dancing like that? Who's he? Him?
him and like the,
Yeah, it's like
the
the
juju
nude-
on
It's
the
the
like-
nude.
beat,
yeah.
all that stuff
It's
is those
everyone's
dances.
doing just that.
It's like the in way to dance.
Yeah, they
right
make it
now.
look a
Like
lot
we
cooler.
can't.
No, we can't. We're
You
not
just
in.
did
We're
it,
not
and
cool.
that's how bad it looks when I
Yeah.
do it. Yeah.
Who's dancing like that? People who can
Everyone.
The
dance.
Red Sox do it with the outfield dance.
Yeah, they do the
Okay.
whole fucking.
Okay.
That's like the
Okay.
main move that they all do.
All right.
And they look
We can't
cool
do that.
doing it.
Does he look cool? That's the question. Is
Yeah.
OBJ
He looks
cool?
cool, not hot, but cool.
That's
Okay.
all right. That's what I'm
Now we're
asking.
cooking.
Is a
Yeah.
girl like, oh my god, that's sexy, or just that's kind
no,
of cool?
it's really cool. Like I'd love to be able to dance like that. But
That's
it's cool,
That's
but
the
it's not
story
hot.
that goes with OBJ all the time. He's acting a little feminine. Like when girls are watching you dance, like, oh my god, I wish I could dance like that. Is that,
That
really the
is
message
true.
you want to be putting out there?
That is true. I wish I could dance like that though.
Yeah, I would probably if I could, but I'm just saying that is generally the reaction.
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
Okay. Anything else post show? That was the rundown. It wasn't a huge packed day, to be honest.
So you're gonna be on the plane together. Will you hang out with Dave on the plane to Houston?
No, she's gonna be like, "Who are you again?"
Right. Will you remember Dave when you see his face?
Are there going to be any models who I'm taller than? I'm like
5'8".
5'10",
You're
5'10"?
so
Yeah, for sure.
because the 3 that came in, including yourself, are all quite tall.
Yeah.
Is Frankie ready for the residual like pushback about how Frankie Borelli's life is so awesome now?
It's very annoying.
That always
I
happens.
mean, we're going to be making content. We're told we can't.
But that always
Snapchat on
happens.
the
You know
plane.
that always happens. It happened
Yeah.
to Hank. It's happened to Glenny Balls. We're like, what is he doing? He's like, his life is too good for this.
How did you get discovered? I'm always curious with this with models. Was it like you were walking down the street and somebody's like, "Holy shit," or did you like try out?
No, I didn't try out. I was 12 when I was discovered.
That's crazy.
That's creepy.
I mean,
Yeah.
she's tall
What-
and gorgeous. Somebody
so
was like,
how
"You're
I
tall?
was
tall."
as tall then. I'm maybe
would
like
assume
this much
that's-
shorter, but I was
wow.
super tall.
And what were you doing?
I was at a coffee shop with my family, and this couple were staring at me
Very
the whole
creepy,
time while I
yes.
was drinking my coffee. And I thought it was really weird, and I told my mom, and then at the end they came up to us and they asked my parents if I could be a model, and they said absolutely not. And then a year later, the same woman came up to me again, and
Was she like
Oh, she's like
stalking
stalking
you?
you. Yeah. She was like hunting you down.
yeah, well then my parents weren't with me, and I thought it would be cool to try out, so I tried it, and yeah.
This is like LeBron getting recruited at like
rest is
12.
history.
Like
It's
they just
Amazing.
knew.
12.
That girl was
And
like, I have to make her a model. She's
And
gonna
you're
be
a,
good.
a swimsuit issue rookie, right?
Yep.
So is this, would you
Ooh.
say this is the biggest thing you've done in your career or no?
One of the biggest things.
What's the
for
others?
Sure. Victoria's
Victoria's
Secret.
Secret.
You're an angel
It
too?
goes both ways.
Wait, is there a Rookie of the Year voting? Can we rig it for you?
Well, we've had
We got 3
in
rookies. It's tough.
So we'll have to
there. By the way,
contest
those
here.
are the 2 top. Those are, I think, for all guys. I don't know about girls, but Victoria's Secret and SI swimsuit issue, I don't even know what else there really is for a guy. I mean, there's like runway model, but we don't pay attention
Mr.
to
Universe.
Yeah.
that. That's not really.
Those guys that like like rub pennies on themselves and become all brown and shit.
Mr.
That's for
Universe.
dudes,
Yeah,
though.
Mr. Universe.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's the equivalent.
Oh.
You said I don't
We were
know what
talking
there
about-
is.
no,
I don't know
like
what there is for guys.
No, he meant like
No,
guys
no,
think
no.
that SI and Victoria's Secret are
Got
the
it.
pinnacle.
Yes.
That's-
Do you have like a model that you kind of, for me, which is crazy, we're going to plane. Christy Brinkley was like my girl when I was 12 growing up, flipping through Sports
Still is.
Illustrated.
Adriana
Yeah.
Lima for
Can't
me.
wait to
For
see.
me, Adriana Lima
Yes,
as
that
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah, I've actually
she's the
sniffed her
queen.
hair. So.
well. Yeah.
As have I.
No, no.
As have I. All right. Well, Kelly, thank you for coming on. I'm looking forward to
Thank you.
flying to Houston,
Flying, yeah.
going to the SI
Flying.
Vibes party.
I hope you're on the fake plane. It would be nothing better if there's a big private jet and then there's like a little prop plane. It's like you and Frankie are in the back.
I do want to clarify that I still don't think I'm on the real plane.
I definitely don't think
Frankie
I'm on the
Borelli's the one
Oh,
who's
yeah.
in my ear being
Yeah.
like, you're on the real plane, but hearing who's on the plane, I just don't know how I'd be on it.
You should never be on the same plane, sir.
None of them. Or
None
Christy
of them.
Brinkley.
Certainly not Christy Brinkley.
Yeah, definitely
I think
not
Christy Brinkley might turn around. If she gets on the plane and she sees you and Frankie, she's like, I'm out of here.
And let me
No,
tell
you
you,
guys
I
can be
am
on the
gone.
same plane together because then, like in like 5 years, when you like blow up and you're a huge star, you're like, oh, remember when I had to take that plane with that creep from the internet? Like that's a story that would happen.
Christy Brinkley, I may be the only one on that plane who can talk to her because
Oh.
they're so young. It's like I'm gonna have like
You're
remember
playing it
like
up in your
How
head
old
already.
are you?
You see this
remember
coming?
like European
How-
Yeah, but
how
he's
vacation.
not on the plane, but now he's saying he's the only one who can
You
talk
talk to Christy.
Brinkley.
Well, it's
He's
like-
40.
40?
Yeah.
No, that's not true. I'm
Okay.
39.
It's
That's kind of a
39 and
fucking
like
huge difference.
330 days.
When's your birthday?
It's coming up hot. It's March 22nd.
He's 40.
But I'm 39.
And you're almost 40.
Do you know the movie
round up.
Vacation? See?
You
Like,
think
hey, that
Christy
that
Brinkley-
Ferrari scene.
You think
I'm the
Christy
only-
Brinkley wants some 40-year-old 5'7" guy to come up to her and be like, I remember you on vacation? No,
I'm
she
gonna
doesn't
say
want
it
that.
in a much more savvy way than
Oh.
Well, what
Okay.
about how old's Christy Brinkley's daughter?
that. Sailor? She's young.
Yeah.
They're like the youngest. It was the oldest and youngest ever be on the
Okay. Well, just don't ignore me on the plane. Be
Please
like, no, I
ignore
know
him.
who you are. Don't
Feel free
like,
to
try
ignore
get,
him
like,
and-
big time and
No,
be like
definitely big time.
making inroads. Now me and Frankie Borelli sitting in like the luggage compartment.
I think they might like Frankie Borelli. A little cute.
They'll like Frankie over you,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
They'll be
Because
like,
you're going to try
"Smile,
to
he's got
become
the-
a millionaire.
you
Like
got
Yeah,
it,
they'll
Frankie.
put
You
him
got
in the
this.
front, but you'll be in the back.
Yeah, Frankie's got this.
You might go in like the overhead compartment.
I can see Frankie getting like swept up and just becoming part of.
Frankie's
like,
as
the posse.
excited as I've seen.
If there's only
Yeah,
room
Frank,
for
come
one
here
of
for a
them,
sec.
who would be
Look
packed
at
in
him.
the
Look at
luggage?
him.
How about we'll ask
See,
you
like
that.
if he
We'll ask you
smiles
that.
like this, these chicks are just gonna be like, "Hey,
So-
Frankie, you're
Which
just
one
with
of
us
you?
now."
Okay,
Yeah.
there's one person has to go in the overhead compartment, one person
Yeah.
gets to sit next to you.
Like,
Who are you
what-
picking?
Yeah. Wait, if
He
Who are you
didn't
picking?
stop
Yes.
smiling, so he's in. They're gonna be like, "This kid is just like infectious."
well,
It's going to be a great time. I mean, there's no sugarcoating going on a private plane with 50 supermodels and me and Dave.
So wait,
Which-
who
which-
do you want to pick though? Who do you want to sit next to and who's going
I
to
would
luggage?
make them pick. I would think that would be interesting. Like one of you have to pack
Well,
the
I
other
can-
one in your suitcase.
Oh, I packed him
I was going to say, I can tell you how that's going to go.
What are you guys
I'll go under
flying?
the plane if
Are
I
you
have to.
flying coach back? A regular
No.
plane? Oh,
This is bullshit.
We may not. We don't know what's going to happen on the way back.
you might be in France.
I may
next
never
week.
come back.
Yeah. South
You're going to
of
be on a
France,
yacht
Frankie
with these
Borelli.
girls in the
Yeah.
Mediterranean.
One-way ticket to Houston.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So that's it.
See you tomorrow.
See?
No, Thursday. Don't get ahead of
Oh
yourself.
my
All
God.
right, that's the rundown. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank
I'll see
you.
you Thursday.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thanks.
We'll wine and
Appreciate it.
dine ourselves.
Oh, you have to say something bad about your boyfriend? A real bad thing.
Real
No,
bad
that's
thing.
fake bullshit. Not gonna
By the
fly.
way, did you
Real
hear
bad
how
thing.
confident? I'm like, he's a 6. She's
He's
like,
like-
he's absolutely not a 6. He's an 11.
That I believed her when she said that. She said that so confidently. I think he's a good-looking dude.
But he
One real
tries
bad
to
thing.
cook for me too much.
Okay,
He lasts too long in bed.
No, real, something real.
he's a neat freak. He won't let me keep.
Okay.
There's nothing bad about him.
He cleans.
He's
He
too
cleans his-
clean.
Yeah, he doesn't smell.